Introducing Price Shorts, the sharpest insights and most engaging moments from the Price podcast and Boy Basic, now in the palm of your hand. Thought-provoking commentary, even in a fatherless era, faithful fatherhood conforms us to Jesus and builds his kingdom across generations. Practical advice for the individual man. Embrace Colossians 3:23 and Ephesians 5 headship. Entertaining highlights.
What a victory!
All in seconds. Price Shorts, your daily dose of premium content from Price Media Group, LLC. Subscribe now and never miss the best bites. Peace.
The Price Podcast.
Buckle up.
It's chaos this week.
What is going on, everybody? I was having some problems with the live, and I realized user error. I forgot I had changed some stuff, and it messed everything up. But hey, we're good. We're fine. We are live. I'm glad to be here. So today we have some great stuff. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this topic, but of course, Iran, we all know what's going on. We'll talk a little bit about that. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but it is what it is. But some more exciting news. GOP primaries. Trump-backed candidates are sweeping 37-0. Wild. I mean, wild. The biggest one, Thomas Massie in Kentucky. I mean, yeah. And that guy, he's a sore loser. I'm just going to say that right now. Sore loser. Especially what he said afterwards. Yeah. That's all I can say about that guy. So, but they have that. We have that. We also have something that happened. I found out today, actually, early today. Tulsi Gabbard has resigned from the DNI. Now, there's going to be some people that said that they saw it. Who knows? But that's something that's... I did not see that coming. Honestly, there's a lot of people going. I'm pretty sure people on call she calling it, but yeah. Oh well. Also, Trump has deployed 5,000 more troops. 5,000 more troops to Poland. Why? We'll get into that later. And Kevin Warsh sworn in as the Fed chair. Now, what does this do? Who knows? But we'll get into it. Along with some many other things as well. But first, story. We're just going to breeze right through. Because honestly, I think we're all done just talking about it. Iran. The conflict, the ceasefire, the updates. Now, ceasefire is very unusual word. Because apparently, like, nothing happens. There is no ceasefire with Iran. But we've been in a ceasefire since April. Now, obviously, Trump is trying to get Iran to the what's it called? The word was in my head. Oh my gosh. I just had a brain fart. Yeah. That's crazy. But, oh well. Diplomacy, I guess you're trying to say. Kind of get them to the table, trying to be diplomatic rather than rule through force. I agree. Okay? Look, as long as we don't put troops on the ground, let's get this over with. You know? But economically, oil price impact has risen. Right now, $4 a gallon. But I will say this. From where I am at, it hasn't been as high as when it first started. So, I know there's going to be a lot of people saying that about the gas prices, all this other stuff, yada, yada, yada. But honestly, it was literally higher maybe 2-3 weeks ago, especially in April. It has definitely been higher. And I would say last 2 weeks, I would say it's been trickling down. Then it came back up. But like I said, the highest, so look, I'm in Loganville, okay? Loganville, Georgia. The highest I've seen prices over here is $4.25. Now I've seen it come back down. Some places at $3.86 and other stations $3.78. The between then. But now it's at $3.99. So it went down, came back up, but we're basically where we're, yeah. Just, yeah. So, look, a lot of people are black-pilled about it. Look, we're doing our best. And honestly, if you don't have hope for this country, then, all I can say, we don't need you. Okay? 100%. Me personally, I know God will make sure we're good. And not just good. We will live in abundance. But obviously, for the short term, we have to go through some pain. That way, in the long term, we're straight. A lot of people aren't realizing that. The people are, honestly, yeah. Which actually is a good point to go to the next one. A lot of people, especially for the primaries that came up. Here in Georgia, we had ours last week. May 19th was the official day. We had early voting. I went ahead and did some early voting. I voted early. That was because I would not be able to get out of work on election day, so I did it the best that I can. And we're now going to be going to the runoff elections for the Republicans. And then Democrats, you had... who was it? Oh, I can't remember at the top of my head. Oh, Keisha Lance Bottoms. Yes, that's right. Keisha Lance Bottoms goes on to the Democratic primary or party for the party, avoiding a runoff election with 56.2% of the vote. Then the Republican candidate, no candidate achieved the threshold, but we will have a runoff on June 16th against Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, or former Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, and businessman Rick Jackson. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys who I picked because, yeah. But Burt Jones, backed by Trump, he has a good chance of winning. Although it is very close with Rick. We will see what happens down here in Georgia. But other than that, we've had a 37-0 sweep for Republicans in most GOP primaries, especially in states in Arkansas, Alabama, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Oregon, Idaho, here in Georgia, where any Trump-backed candidate has either gone into the runoff or has won. And obviously we're going to talk about Kentucky with Thomas Massey, honestly, for me, look, Thomas Mason. I am not too informed with the Kentucky because that's Kentucky. I'm here in Georgia. Like, duh, I'm going to focus on my state rather than another state. But I saw what he kind of did afterwards, and honestly, dude, come on, man. You're better than that. At least I thought so. But anywho, yeah. I think this guy was just a sore loser. Plus $33 million was thrown into that race. And from what I heard, it was either, I've heard 1%, I've heard 2%, I heard less than 1%. But anyway, up to 2% of the donations that went to the Kentucky primary was from outside sources, mainly foreign nations. I mean, come on now. Look, I'm not gonna say I'm a smart guy, but what you got all these foreign people doing? If you're gonna be in Kentucky, shouldn't you get people from Kentucky to donate for your race? I mean, those are the people you're gonna be representing, right? But who knows? What do I know? Okay, what do I know? I'm just saying, okay? For me, if I am going to run for a state, I'm gonna make sure that the state I run in, where most of the money I collect is from the state that I'm going to represent, from the people that I will represent. That's just my take on that. Who knows? Okay. But onto a bill passed in the Senate that didn't go through. The $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. A lot of people, or Republicans, have done a big backlash, thinking that it's going to just be a slush fund, basically, where the fund serves to counter federal overreach into state self-capacity. $1.8 billion allocated for the fund. The Senate delays an immigration bill tied to ICE and border funding. The House voted for their approval on May 7th, but the Senate has been taking its time, filibustering. Who knows? All I'm going to say is, no. Stop it. Cut it out. Let's get it done. But yes, what do you guys think about it? As this was something I'm almost just not finding about it. I don't know much about it. We'll kind of look into it a little bit. Anti-weaponization fund. Let's see. Where is it? What the heck? I had it pulled up. What? Huh. Okay. That's weird. Anywho, can't find it. We'll worry about that later. But what do you guys think about it? If you guys know more about it, let me know. Inform me. Let me know. X at Jonathan Press 1. And if you're watching me on X, obviously you could, type me on there. But what do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments. And before we continue, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. Follow me on X at JonathanPrice1 and share this video with everybody that you know. We have some exciting views for you guys. We have a sponsor for the show. Now, go to thumbnailcreator.com. Thank you for sponsoring this show. Are you tired of spending hours designing thumbnails that barely get noticed? Yeah, honestly, I make a lot of thumbnails. And it's wild out here, guys. Do you watch your competitors rack up views while your videos sit overlooked? Your content deserves better. Introducing thumbnailcreator.com. Let me pull that up for you guys. What the heck? Thumbnailcreator.com. The AI YouTube thumbnail generator that creates scroll-stopping thumbnails in seconds. And I mean seconds.
The Price Podcast.
Whoops. Wrong one. Wrong one again. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Here's the right one. Sheesh, man. Ay. Oh my. No skills required. No expensive freelancers. No wasted time in Photoshop or Canva. Join over 15,000 creators who are already seeing 21 to 54% CTR gains. The turn thumbnail creation from a 2-hour chore to a 6-minute advantage. Ready to get the clicks your videos deserve? Click the link down below and generate your first AI thumbnails in seconds. Your next viral video starts with the perfect thumbnail. And these guys are great. All right, I've done it. Some of my videos do have that. It's awesome. I will say, really awesome. They do a lot of other stuff as well. Go check them out. Link is down in the description, and I'm gonna make sure that it is. But do go. Have a great time. It's for you guys. You'll love it. If not, oh well, can't tell you that much. But anywho, back to where we're going on. Tulsi Gabbard has resignated as a DNI. Now, it's really like soon. It's today. At least that's when I heard about it. The effective date is June 1st. The reason is family health concerns, especially husband's health issues. Now, there was something I have heard about that. It was in passing. But I pray for her husband and do hope that everything is all right. Tulsi Gabbard was great. We will miss her. She served as the DNI for 18 months. First female DNI. Led intelligence community during significant geopolitical events. You know, she went after Obama. Hey, awesome. Get rid of that guy. I know a lot of black people are really looking at me like, come on, bro. Look, I don't care. I am not a Democrat whatsoever, and I will never be a Democrat. Republicans are just better. Can't deny. You can't lie. Okay? Why would I be a part of a party that created the Ku Klux Klan, Jim Crow laws, slavery? They wanted slavery. And the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, freed us. I think that's the smart move for you. Anywho, instead of being in shackles, I will say. X, what is going on? But anywho, we will miss her. There is a new guy in replacing her. I forgot his name already. I just had it. Wow, that's crazy. Friday nights, my guys. Friday nights. But then something it's more international. Trump deployed 5,000 more troops to Poland. Where is this coming from? Why did it happen? Let's get into it. President Donald J. Trump announced the deployment of 5,000 additional U.S. troops to Poland. This decision follows a joint statement with Polish President. I'm going to butcher this guy's name. Tell you that 100%. But we still going to try. Andrzej, I don't know, Duda? To bolster NATO's eastern flank and enhance regional security. That's made via a post on X by the Polish president's office. This reinforcement demonstrates the commitment to the United States to its NATO allies and collective defense in face of regional challenges. Now, we will see if this is true or not. Obviously, I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, we will see what happens from here. Definitely do your own research, fact check this, everything that I say. Resources will be included if they're not already. Now, the background: this deployment reserves the previous administration's plans to withdraw troops from Europe. Agreeable. It comes after months of decisions between NATO allies regarding European security and the need for deteriorize aggression. I'll just say that. This move strengthens NATO's deterrence on its eastern flank. It reassures European allies and signals to adversaries that the alliance is united and committed to mutual defense under Article 5. The current troops is 10,000 in Poland. We're now adding another 5,000. So a total, 10,500, is already in Poland. Added on 5,000, 15,500 troops in Poland. Just in Poland. Wow, that's a lot of people. So we will see what comes of that. Honestly, I think we should get out of NATO at this point. They haven't done anything much for us. So, yeah. So back to the domestic, we have Kevin Warsh sworn in as the Fed chair. Ceremony, it was March 10th, officiated by the Senate's majority leader. It was Senate's confirmation vote, 54 to 45. I guess one missing, or one neutral. Priorities: reform-oriented approach to monetary policy amid rising inflation. So, I am excited for this. I want to see inflation going down. I want to be able to buy a house. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. What do you guys think? I want to buy a house. I'm part of Gen Z. I don't want to live with my parents forever. It'd be nice to have one. Just saying. I am just saying. But with that, that's all the news we got for you guys this week. I'm so glad I was able to fix OBS. Yeah, I changed something. Not a good change whatsoever. But we're back. We're proud. And we're getting things done. So with that being said, that's it for this episode, this week's live stream of Chaos This Week. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you are new, and share this with everybody that you know. And with that, don't forget, keep seeking the kingdom. God bless. This has been the Price Podcast. Peace.
Chaos is free.